In a world where the lines between hero and anti-hero blur, one man steps up to save the unlikeliest of allies. But in doing so, he faces a challenge that even he might not be prepared for. Tom Hardy, dressed in tactical gear, receives a cryptic message on his phone. The message is from Deadpool, who is being held captive and needs urgent help. Tom scans the message, his expression serious. The camera zooms in on his face as he contemplates the risky mission ahead. Tom grits his teeth and says, "Deadpool, you better be worth this." He pockets his phone and gears up, ready to face whatever dangers lie ahead. The scene cuts to Tom speeding off on a motorcycle, heading toward Deadpool's last known location, an abandoned factory on the outskirts of the city. The building is falling apart, with broken windows and rusted machinery scattered inside. Tom Hardy stealthily enters the factory, moving through the shadows as he searches for Deadpool. Tom Hardy, a man known for his resilience and grit, finds himself on a mission unlike any other. But little does he know, an old adversary waits in the shadows. Tom moves with precision, silently taking down guards as he makes his way deeper into the factory. He eventually finds Deadpool, who is tied to a chair and gagged, looking surprisingly annoyed rather than scared. Deadpool mumbles through the gag, "MMPFF, MMPPFF." Tom quickly removes the gag and cuts Deadpool free. Deadpool immediately starts cracking jokes, despite the situation. Deadpool grins and says, "Took you long enough. I was starting to think you'd left me for the chimichangas." Tom seriously replies, "Keep it down, Wade. We're not out of this yet." As they begin to make their escape, Tom senses something wrong. The hairs on the back of his neck stand up. He instinctively reaches for his weapon. Just outside the factory, where Tom and Deadpool are making their escape, the moonlight casts eerie shadows, and the air is thick with tension. Suddenly, Wolverine steps out of the shadows, blocking their path. His claws are extended, and his expression is deadly serious. Wolverine gruffly says, "You should have stayed out of this, Hardy. Deadpool's a loose cannon, and I can't let him go." Deadpool, still full of bravado despite the situation, waves at Wolverine and says, "Hey, Logan. Long time no see. Still mad about that time I borrowed your motorcycle?" Tom focused replies, "Step aside, Wolverine. This isn't your fight." Wolverine growls, his claws gleaming in the moonlight. The tension escalates as the two powerful figures prepare to clash. Wolverine lunges at Tom with animalistic ferocity, and the battle begins. The fight is intense, with Wolverine's claws slashing through the air while Tom counters with brutal strikes and quick maneuvers. Deadpool, in his usual fashion, provides sarcastic commentary throughout the fight, even as he dodges Wolverine's attacks. Deadpool sarcastically says, "Come on, Logan, can't we all just get along? Or at least take a break for a taco?" The battle rages on, with both Tom and Wolverine evenly matched. Sparks fly as metal meets flesh, and the ground beneath them cracks from the sheer force of their blows. The fight continues outside the factory, now spilling onto a nearby street. Tom takes a heavy hit from Wolverine but manages to recover quickly, using his environment to his advantage. In a battle of wills and strength, the stakes couldn't be higher. But in the end, only one can walk away victorious. Tom finally gains the upper hand, using his tactical mind to outmaneuver Wolverine. He traps Wolverine in a tight hold, leaving him unable to use his claws effectively. Tom, breathing heavily, says, "This ends now."